All right, this is stats problem number 11. You've got two box and whisker plots, and it's asking you to pick, based on this, what is not true about these different species and how long they live. Okay, fruit flies. I don't know if you ever took college biology. The Drosophila was the fruit flies. They live like a day. That's their entire life. So this is probably hours here. So it asks part A, the median of B. Remember, median in a box and whiskers is smack dab in the middle. And it says the median of B is greater than the median of A. Well, that's not true, and that's what it asked. But I'm going to check the others just because when I get a correct not, sometimes I'm not sure if I got it right or not. So so anyway, let's do the longest living species of B. Okay, so the longest living members of B, that would be this guy way out here at the 35, lives longer than the longest of A. Well, that is true. You can see that B, clearly it goes way out further than A. So B is true, so that's yes. And remember, it asked you for what's not true. Based on the information, the lifespan of randomly selected member of species of A can be more accurately predicted than the lifespan of a randomly selected species B. Here's the thing. If you randomly select any fly from this entire span, the range is much greater, which means the variability is greater, which means any random fly that you selected has a much wider range of things that it could be. A, however, is a tighter, a more compact range, which means that if you randomly selected one, it's more likely to be accurately predicted by A than B. So that's a yes, that's true. Some members of A live longer than some members of B. If you look at A, this is the very highest amount right here. That is the very longest life A has. And so there is wait, hold on though. Let's read this carefully because I almost read it incorrectly. It says some members of A. So like if you picked, let's say the one that lived the very longest, did it live longer than some of B? Yeah, it lived longer than all of these. So that is true. And I almost saw it as false for a second. I had to read it a little bit more carefully. It is true that there are some members of A that live longer than B. So that's a yes. So the initial answer, A, is actually correct.